What's good, everyone? I'm Demario. Welcome to Demario's World. This is the weekly tarot reading for the collective on the spiritual path. Let's get started. Today is Wednesday, April 26th. These readings are timeless, so whenever they hit you, they hit you. These readings are general, so if they apply, I'm grateful they do. If they do not, there are other practitioners and readers on this platform that can help you on your evolutionary track and path. But again, hopefully this applies to you. These readings deal with 3D practical things that are happening in your reality. Also, the internal shifts that you are possibly dealing with within your own state of consciousness, while also could even be about someone connected to your energy. So again, let's get started. Show me the current energy of the collective on the spiritual path right now. Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Lovers. Show me the current energy of the collective. The Four of Swords, Four Swords, the Tower, and the Four of Pentacles. A lot of fours right here. It's four, there's an 8. 2, 4, 8, with the Lovers being a 2. The Moon, the Knight of Cups, and Judgment. From the very beginning of these cards, I was going to say the Hierophant right here as well. I'm feeling like this is a very healing spread, healing old mental blockages that you may have had. Maybe you're redefining what healing is for you. You may have been someone on your spiritual path who, before you joined the spiritual path, or as you've been unraveling on the spiritual path, you were someone who did not know how to receive. You were probably a doer, but then that created a lot of mental anguish within your subconscious mind and psyche. So how you may present yourself to the world may have been kind of stagnant. And that's even what I see with the Tower. It's like, even with the Tower, that's not necessarily stagnant, but it's very all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like say for instance, you're someone who you're a giver to others, but then to yourself, it's just all over. You know what I'm saying? Like, all kind of Eight of Swords. It's like, I don't know. Like, but I'm here doing, I'm here giving, I'm here supporting. But when it pertains to myself, I don't have enough. So now you're in a space of contemplation, of standing still. Maybe that's what it is, because I said with these fours, you know, say 4 deals with cancer energy, which is why I can also see the all over the place Cancer vibe, especially with Mars being in Cancer right now. Right now you may just be in a very reservation space. Show me what the Tower is about. Maybe that's a new truth that you've come to the awareness of, that you can't just, you know what I'm saying, give so much to other people that you don't nurture yourself in that process of just your daily life. Show me what the Tower is about, Spirit, regarding the collective energy. The Justice and the Strength. So yeah, even that's what I said. Even with the Tower doesn't always have to be like a bad thing, but I believe it's more of an immediate thing. Like, it's an immediate, like someone who you immediately need to sit down, or you immediately understand now where, like, maybe you now have a clear awareness of how and where you're dispersing your energy. And this, of course, I mean, you could look at it from one standpoint of, oh, I've given so much that I'm depleted. Or you could say, I've given to experiences that haven't been the best, but now I know how to operate my energy in a better way, in a more useful way that can not only supply what I need, but also supply to others who deservingly deserve my energy, or who can also respond to my energy that is best suited for them so that they can grow as well. Show me the Eight of Swords. What's not being seen? The Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. One more. Okay, the Hierophant. It's like you're not really seeing, I guess maybe it's like someone who doesn't take into account how self-care can be the oil to your motor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not be able to see how understanding your values, understanding even small steps that you take towards understanding your values and your beliefs can go a long way. You may not have sat down long enough to see that. Show me the Knight of Cups. But because now I'm believing and speaking that you're in this awareness, what's being offered to you? Show me the Knight of Cups. A new a situation, a cycle ending with the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. One more, Spirit. The Queen of Cups. I feel like you're being offered the opportunity to look at yourself in the mirror without such harsh judgments. You may have been even someone who I don't like to say suffered, but had issues with like quivering mental health. Like, you may not have always seen yourself in the just way that you should have, and that kind of depicted your experience a lot. And you know what I'm saying? Say for instance, you saw how some people say with people, trigger warning, who may suffer from eating disorders. You may be someone who does look great on the outside to others, but to you, you may see yourself as bigger. And so you start to kind of give your energy towards things that aren't really suited for you, to kind of hide the fact that you still feel bad about yourself, regardless of what the world even thinks of you. But now you're getting the ability to see your own worth. Like how I looked at this, like it's like a mirror. Being able to look at yourself with even the water being a reflection, seeing the worthiness, the self-worth, the love that's really around you, the abundance that's around you, that you operate under, that's innately in you. Show me a spread, Spirit. In this next deck, show me a spread of the collective energy. Thank you. Yeah, but you're starting to see that. Like I said, even with the moon right here, which also represents water, can represent water signs, like a reflection. You're being able to like see your reflection and not run away from it, and not do. Maybe you're in a situation that has now put you in a space of now you have to sit. Like, you can't just keep moving. Even the Hierophant tends to deal with a certain level of stubbornness. Of just like, you need to deal with this. Show me a spread, Spirit. Disney movies. Sexual/sensual frustrations. Trigger. There may be some type of perception regarding Disney movies. Maybe you need to watch some Disney movies. Maybe you could have even had like this thing of how we grew up watching these Disney movies, and you thought things were supposed to be a certain way, but then they didn't go that way. It wasn't just like, oh, the ivory tower, the man comes and he's in peace and he's okay. Your reality may have, like, it seems like there's a distinction between your reality and what's really going on. You may have dealt with some type of, say for instance, sexual abuse or some type of dominance issue that you didn't think you would have had to deal with, and now it's caused a trigger. Patience, definitely, while maneuvering the emotional state, definitely the psyche. Let me pleasure you. Your voice has me hooked. It definitely seems like there's somebody in the mix, though. But it seems like there's always somebody right here. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you let go of people, there are, to me, energetically, if you are open to it, there do be other energies that's coming in right at the same time, right about the same time. Potential life partner. Do you think about me too? It's the little things. So yeah, after now seeing, it seemed like in the last readings for the last couple of weeks, right? You could have been dealing with, if you want to check them out, you know what I'm saying? You can definitely check them out in on my channel. It's like, say for instance, what I'm seeing is you were dealing with someone who was toxic. You let go of that toxicity. It's now this void space of you now dealing with you and dealing with your own mentals of what you were taught as a child, what actually happened in your reality regarding different people, being able to be patient to allow someone to pleasure you. Like I said, you may have had a problem with receiving things when someone wants to pleasure you, someone wants to give to you, whether that's sexually or in gifts or in attention or what have you, but you may have had an issue with that. Because a lot of times, even when we talk about Disney movies, the princes and the princess, they oftentimes have a lot of struggle to even either come together. There's always some type of dissension going on. And a lot of times, even in Disney movies, what I've learned is that problem, though we make it like, oh, go in the ivory tower, da-da-da, a lot of times it is the prince and the princess having to deal with their own mental blockages. But somebody here is like really feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Really wondering, like, it's a... your voice, you know what I'm saying, they want to know your thoughts, they want to do the little things with you, but it's like having to, and it's not even, the void don't even seem that big, you know what I'm saying, the void seems like, but it's a very pivotal moment, having to be clear about what's happening in your internal space and being patient with that. There's not a quickness, there's no quickness in the world that you can deal with unblocking the subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, like, we take on everything, you know what I'm saying, of our experiences, you know what I'm saying, whether we want to or not. So it's like, there's no time better than the present, really. But I definitely see that there is someone right here. It's like this half is like dealing with triggers and frustrations, but it's now that patient void of you dealing with yourself so that you even know how to deal with someone who has the frequency that you need in a relationship. Because a lot of times, even with our triggers, if we aren't healing our triggers, a blessed person can come around us, but then we'll mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll, you know what I'm saying, be out of alignment. And it can really create more frustration than what it needs to. Show me some clarifiers for this spread, for the collective energy. Divine wisdom guides me. I am guided throughout this day in making the right choices. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I am safe. You may be making plans to, you know what I'm saying, regarding your own self, regarding your own business endeavors, your own ideas. Make sure you write them down. Whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying, whatever checklist, whatever things you need to stay in alignment, whether it's being clear about, maybe you need to make a checklist of your triggers, you know what I'm saying, of your different things so that you can, as you're going through your day, knowing that you're divinely guided into experiences so you know how to respond to them better. I balance my masculine and feminine sides. The masculine and feminine parts of me are in perfect balance and harmony. I am at peace and all is well. So yeah, it's definitely about, to me, the giving and receiving on both ends within your own being, though, so that you even know how to deal with anybody in your surroundings in a justified way. So you're not giving too much where you're depleting, but you're also not receiving so much that you're stagnant and becoming the taker. Just because other people within your experience have been the taker of your energy. I am totally adequate for all situations. I am one with the power and wisdom of the universe. I claim this power, and it is easy for me to stand up for myself. Definitely having to speak up, your voice has me hooked. You know what I'm saying? Someone wants to definitely hear. I also see, I dream about you. Somebody definitely wants to hear you, see you. They want to. It's like you're enough to this person coming in. I don't know if you know this person. You may not have, don't even know who this is. Look at the energetic signature that's connected. If that's what you want, is a partner in a relationship. Because even when I started this reading, it was something about love I was hearing, like a loving situation. There is some energy that's like wants to get to know you, but it's like you have to know you and understand your mindset before you know what I'm saying, to utilize the relationship in its highest form, whether you are long term or not. Okay, this just flew out. Seeing anew, I'll choose another one too. At its deepest and most real level, the notion of love at first sight is spoken of in every spiritual tradition as the reward for being fully awake. Such seeing anew restores our sense of being alive. Paradoxically, first sight is recurring. Whenever we can see with that original vision with nothing between us and the life around us, we can't help but love what we see. To see so fundamentally opens us to love. Definitely, you may be seeing something, again, like I was saying, seeing yourself, seeing a reflection of yourself, becoming your first love, and then receiving that on the other end as well. But you have to, of course, embody that energy. And there's nothing, no, you can't force that energy. But to take a notion at what is your first goal? What do you want to see? What is really within you that wants to be birthed out and falling in love with that original vision? You know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's like the type of partner you want to deal with, the type of business you want to run, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you're looking for, the original vision that you had before all the toxicity came in is what your attention should be focused on, may need to be focused on. The simplest use of will. Sometimes the simplest and best use of our will is to drop it all and just walk out from under everything that is covering us, even if only for an hour or so. Just walk out from under the webs we've spun, the tasks we've assumed, and the problems we have to solve. They'll be there when we get back, and maybe some of them will fall apart without our worry to hold them up. Wouldn't that be nice? Anything that is not serving you of the highest vibration will be leaving your life. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? But that's, again, as you're in your space of allowing and being. Anything that does not serve you, you don't have to hold on to and have to force it to work. It's like if it's not going to work, it's going to fall off right now. Show me 3 cards for what's next till we meet again within the collective energy. The 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the King of Wands. You're releasing any lack mentality, like I said, anything that is not servicing you, any lack, any fears of not having enough, not being enough, is being released so you can get into this partnership. This destined partnership with someone who is very active, someone who is very apparent. Like this person, like I said, even this King of Wands is like looking at the new beginning. Like there's somebody who knows what's going on, at least energetically. They know what's happening, what's coming into fruition. They're seeing it. They're very clear. They're very decisive about you being in their life. But also, you have to choose yourself to be in their life as well. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope you all have a great day. I will see you guys later. I'm Demario. Peace.